Hey, what's up, guys? I'm about 5'6" tall. My inseam is honestly between about 27, 28 inches, and I own a KLR 650, which has a seat height, a resting seat height of about 35 inches. And the bike's about 450 pounds with a full tank and gear. So definitely, I can't even touch really both feet at the same time. Not even on my highest tippy toes. So I'm doing a little seat project, a little seat modification here to hopefully get me a little better foot contact. Right now, I'm on the way to the fabric store to get some vinyl that I've been waiting for them to get in. And then we'll head back to the house and I'll let you in on what I'm working on. Yes! They actually had the vinyl. Cost me a little more than expected. Cost me about, I believe it was $33.60. If you buy the thin vinyl, you can get it for a yard. You can get a yard of it for $8 or $9. This cost me a little over 30 bucks because it's real thick stuff. It's winter graded material, but yeah, we'll talk about why I got the thick stuff more a little later. Hey, what's up, guys? So this right here is the project I was telling you about. So I didn't film the steps I did before. I know I should have, but I didn't get those on camera. These are easy steps. I'm going to explain to you now how I did it. So your stock seat cover is just attached. It's just folded over. It's just a slip cover, and it's stapled inside of here. All you have to do is pluck out those staples and pull your cover off. Then you're left with just a piece of sponge that's attached to the plastic base. Then you basically draw your design, mark it out. You want to do this on either side. You can probably see my black lines there. You want to do this on both sides of your seat, the exact same, to make sure you get a nice even design. Mark out your design, what you want, and then you just have to remove the material. So let me show you here what tools I use to shape this seat to the nice contour it is now. These right here are the only tools I use to shape this seat, and in total they cost maybe 15 bucks. Right here we have an hacksaw blade, sorry. It's just your standard blade. You get it for literally like 3 bucks. And this is how I use to remove the bulk of the material. So let me just bring the seat in. I would just saw it back and forth like this. It's nice and long, so you can get right through. Take your time, and just saw through and remove your material. This hacksaw blade, like I said, is how I remove the bulk material. After that, I have this 4-in-hand file here. This is actually mainly for woodworking. So basically, you have a little steel rasp. You have a coarse, a rounded coarse, a flat fine, and a more rounded fine. So I just used this little file and just worked out, went from the coarse grits to the finer grits, and removed or smoothed all those bumps from the hacksaw, because you can't get it perfect with the hacksaw. Lastly, once I got it as good as I could with the file, I went to some sandpaper. This is just a roll of 100 grit. You don't need a roll, you can buy it in sheets or whatever. 100 grit sandpaper. Sanded it to this nice smooth finish you see here. Okay, so the next part is the part we just got the vinyl for. The seat is ready to be covered. I went for a thicker vinyl because when you use thin vinyl, the way we're going to do it is that the vinyl will show every little nick. So it's very important that your foam or your sponge is as good as smooth a surface as you can get. But the thicker the vinyl is, the more leeway you have. It won't follow every little dip. It won't show it as much. Thin vinyl will. Also, of course, thin vinyl is a little less durable. So let's get to the vinyl work. Now let me just walk you through how to do the vinyl. First off, you're going to need some spray adhesive like this, some spray contact cement. This is the Elmer's brand. Works just fine, any generic brand, whatever you can find. Just a spray, like a craft adhesive, works on all different kinds of surfaces, and it's not real expensive, and you'll get tons of use out of it. You don't come close to using a can to do one of these seats. This is a can that's left over from my last seat cover project. Okay, what you're going to do, give the can a good shake, well ventilated area, spray your seat down all over, not the entire plastic base, but you do want to spray around the perimeter here where the foam wraps in around. You're going to soak your seat several coats really well, just really douse it down. Give it a minute or so between sprays just to let it set up a little bit, and give it a few minutes to dry a bit, but you'll find that it's really sticky. So you got a nice heavy coating. Now this is going to sound awkward. While you're spraying this, you're going to put your vinyl in the oven. You're going to lay it in the oven on your rack for at about, well, I just use the lowest setting that my oven will do, which I think is a 125 or 150. Keep an eye on it. You don't want any issues, but it shouldn't be any issue at that temperature. Put it in there for a few minutes, check on it, and your vinyl will have become very, very soft, fold over your hands. You're going to need it to be able to shape it to these contours. When your vinyl is nice and soft and pliable, your glue is ready. You want to bring it, set up your seat somewhere that you can work on it sensibly, and just start, pick an end, and start. Don't lay it all on at once. Try to only lay a little bit at a time and form the vinyl to the contours of the seat as you're going. The heat in the vinyl will allow it to stretch and pull over those curves that if you didn't use heat, if you didn't warm it up, you'd get folds or creases in the vinyl. This heat will let it fold, and it'll be sticking to the sponge as you're doing it. So the tough part is done. The next part is just to staple it. It's a nice idea to staple it while you're gluing, but it's also really tough to do. So make sure now to go around all your edges and really wrap them in around. Remember, you've got glue in there, so it'll really stick in nicely. Make sure you fold them in, draw everything tight. Contact cement is really nice because it's sticky, but it's not that sticky. So if you have to, you can kind of peel it back and reset it and whatnot. So it's not too bad. Then you just want to drive those staples in real tight. Towards the back of the bike. You can see we've created our fold earlier, but now we gotta work the material underneath. What you're gonna do is bring in the material that's underneath first, bring that in and staple it, and then pull this over it and staple it. You might have to cut out some of that bulk material that's underneath in order for it to sit right. You want to do as tidy a job as you can. That's always something I've believed in, is do the absolute best job you can. I think it says a lot about your character. Okay. Let's pull now. So pull it in really tight. Really tight. So here we've got our crease. And you want to work it right across the back. Same thing on this side, you gotta work that cornering around. Starting always working your side walls first, so those are the most visible part. If something on the back gets a little wrinkle or something, it's not as bad. This part is kind of hidden by the rack anyways. So see how I draw that in around like that? And my staple gun is not strong enough to really pierce it. I'll get a stronger gun later and fix that up. So again, now this fold has to come in over here and staple. So all this bulk material here, it's easier to remove it first, because look, all this bunch of vinyl here is not needed. Make sure you don't cut off anything that you need. That would be really bad. We have to start this whole process over again. I'll get a staple here. Now is the part. Make sure you pull that right in tight. That's not bad. It's a job well done, I think. And that's it right there, guys. You've just completed a custom seat for your KLR 650, or if you're watching this for another motorcycle, it's the exact same process. Cover whatever seat, ATV, snowmobile, whatever you want, this exact same technique. But in talking about the KLR 650, I think it's pretty nice, it looks good. It's going to give me about 2.5 inches lower. That's my dog, just nudged the camera. Hey, Pooch. Hey, what you doing? Her name is Sasha. She's a pit bull. And she's a cutie. Yeah, that's a seat, guys. Good luck with your project. Let me know in the comments how it goes. Thanks for watching.